Yo, what up guys, it's Colin here from CH Gadgets, and this curvaceous beauty behind me is the ViewSonic VX2758-C-MH curved monitor. Woo! That was a mouthful. But spoiler alert, this is probably one of the best monitors you can buy right now for under 250 bucks. But before you click that buy button, I'm going to try to break down the good, the bad, and the potential deal breakers for this monitor. As always, being transparent with you guys, ViewSonic did send this out as a review unit for me to test. But make sure you watch the entire video so you can see my pros and cons, as all the opinions shared are my own discoveries. Alright, first thing, let's talk specs, and then we can jump into the features and benefits and what they mean to you. And is it worth your time or your money? So the ViewSonic VX2758 is a 27-inch 1080p Full HD 144Hz 5 millisecond FreeSync monitor that sports a 1800R super bright infinity curved edge display. And don't worry, we're going to dig a little deeper into what does all of that mean. So keep watching. The monitor has a 16:9 aspect ratio that delivers over 16 million beautiful colors in your eyeball from a viewing angle of 178 degrees on the horizontal and vertical axis. And because of the anti-glare coating that they added to the display, the monitor is able to achieve a dynamic contrast ratio of 80 million to 1, which is kind of rare in a monitor under $250. On the back of the monitor, you get dual HDMI input to double your fun. So you can use the HDMI 2.0 with your PC and the HDMI 1.4 on your console or Switch or whatever device you use. Oh yeah, there's also a VGA input if you're into that kind of thing. A menu control joystick that gives you access to additional features and settings, AC input, an audio in and out port, a Kensington lock slot so you can protect your investment, and a dual 2-watt stereo speaker. Right out of the box, the first thing you notice is how deep the curve on the display is. And the same curve is continued on the back of the monitor in a glossy black finish that really adds to its attractiveness. But between me and you, it's kind of a fingerprint magic. But it still looks good though. The stand has a sleek angular design that allows you to tilt the monitor about 5 degrees forward and 20 degrees backward. This is especially useful since there is no way to raise the monitor level up or down unless you place it on a monitor riser if you need it to be at your eye. However, another thing that is really impressive about this monitor is how bright and crisp it is. And the fact that it has 0 bezels on the sides and the top with a deep curve just makes it a pleasure to view and watch content on. The curve really allows the monitor to wrap itself around your face and immerse you in the action, which makes content especially engaging. It is a FreeSync compatible monitor, so if you have an AMD graphics card in your PC and you get it set up, you can start enjoying stutter-free gameplay with 0 screen tearing, since the adaptive refresh rate gives you up to 144 Hz of headroom to play with and a 5 millisecond response time, which means you shouldn't notice any ghosting or lag. However, if you're not into gaming and you're wondering if this monitor can work for your needs, especially if you're a content creator, then I would say yes. The ViewSonic VX2758 is versatile enough to handle gameplay and some photo and video editing, as well as immerse you in your favorite content at the end of the day. I made sure to spend a lot of time with this monitor, using it as my daily driver for all my tasks: word processing, content consumption, and content creation. Basically putting it through its paces to see if I could find its strengths and weaknesses, and as a result I did discover a few things that makes it an easy recommendation, but I also found a few quirks, so I'm going to break them down into pros and cons, starting with a con. And the first thing on the list of the cons is the monitor stand has a limited range of motion. The most you can get to do is tilt it forward about 5 degrees and tilt it backward about 20 degrees, which means you can't adjust the height of the monitor from the stand, unlike some of ViewSonic's other monitors that give you a full range of motion. So my recommendation is to make sure you also get a monitor riser for your desk. I'm going to link a few in the description of this video. The other thing on the list are the speakers on the back of this monitor. What can I say about it? They're just basic and they sound like you're playing them out of a hollow cave. Okay, so that's it for all the cons. Here's a list of all the pros that I've noticed so far. Number 1 on the list, the display is really bright and crisp out of the box. Number 2, there is no bezels on the side and the top of the monitor, which is the reason why it looks so impressive and makes it perfect for a dual monitor setup. Number 3 is that curve, together with those thin bezels, spells immersion. I'm so spoiled now by this monitor. I don't think I can go back to a regular flat panel after this. Number 4, the display has a matte finish that reduced monitor glare from back windows and overhead lights down to being barely visible. And number 5, but definitely not least on the list of pros, is the price. At the time of shooting this video, you can pick up the ViewSonic VX2758 on sale for about $248. However, I should point out that prices are subject to change at any time, but I'll leave a link in the description to this exact model where you can check the most up-to-date price and for more information. I really like the time that I spent with this ViewSonic monitor. It actually allowed me to appreciate curved monitors and what they have to offer. Plus, I also love how it renders images. It makes everything pop with vibrant colors and adequate saturation and contrast. It's worth mentioning that it's an NVA panel, so you may experience some slight color shift when you look to the extreme corners. But I highly doubt anyone is going to slide all the way to the end of their monitor while they're playing game or watching videos to notice. I also like the fact that the monitor is large enough at 27 inches to hit that sweet spot for gaming, content consumption, and content creation. Plus, it's really amazing how that deep 1800R curve wraps itself around your eyes to give you a panoramic view of whatever you're watching. The truth is, there are no perfect monitors out there, and the ViewSonic VX2758 is no exception. It has its own set of little things that makes it a unique choice in its category. Plus, it also has a few quirks that I've discussed in my pros and cons. As far as I can tell, the VX2758 has a lot going on for it. It has a beautiful display. It's 27 inches with 0 bezels. Well, except for that chin where the ViewSonic branding is. It has a really deep curved display and it's packed with features for the price. I really enjoy my time using it and I definitely recommend this monitor. But if you want one for yourself, check the link in the description. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this monitor. And if there's something that I forget to mention, leave your questions in the comment section and I'll definitely answer them. Guys, if you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure you give this video a thumbs up as it really helps out a lot. Thanks for watching and I'll talk to you in my next video. Peace.